What is going on YouTube? Arcades here, back with a brand new video for you guys today. Now what you're going to be watching is a comparison video. This is going to be a sniper series video. I haven't brought one of these in a while. There's going to be a comparison between the two best sniper rifles in Modern Warfare Remastered at the moment. One is an original M40A3 that's been in the original 2007 Modern Warfare game and originally from the games released in Modern Warfare Remastered in November 2016. And the S-TAC Aggressor just recently came in supply drops or via salvage recently in the last couple months, and the S-TAC Aggressor has made a lot of waves, and I believe it is in comparison and in the same league with the M40A3, which has been dominant in the Modern Warfare trilogy and the Modern Warfare in general for a long time. The M40A3 is the go-to sniper rifle, and it is the sniper rifle to beat in Modern Warfare Remastered, and there's been some great snipers over the years in Modern Warfare Trilogy. Modern Warfare have produced the best snipers overall, in my opinion. They've produced the M40A3, the R700, the Barrett 50 cal, the Interventions, the MSRs, all those guns. So there's a lot to compare, but I'm going to compare these two sniper rifles today. Alright guys, let's start off by comparing the two different snipers based on the statistics. We'll start off with the magazine size, and obviously the S-TAC Aggressor has the advantage there. It has 7 bullets in the magazine compared to the M40A3, which has 5 bullets in a magazine. And the biggest difference between the two, the biggest significant difference between the two, is the type of reloads that you have, which I'll get into later on. But the M40A3 has like a bolt action type reload, like similar to a pump action shotgun, which you would put the bullet in individually and you can reload one bullet at a time if you wish, whereas the S-TAC Aggressor has the normal magazine type thing you used to in Call of Duty, which you take out the whole magazine, put a whole new one in, and that's the difference between the reloads. Now the damage is very similar. It's actually exactly the same between the two sniper rifles. The damage without stopping power for each sniper rifle is 70, and the damage with stopping power is 98, and it goes up again with ACOG, and they're both on 105 damage with the ACOG sight. And the difference between the two snipers in this category is the S-TAC Aggressor obviously does get hit markers with the ACOG sight equipped, even though it is ridiculously overpowered with the ACOG sight. But the M40A3's ACOG sight has 0 hit markers. You don't get any hit markers if you hit them in the toes, if you hit them in the forehead, doesn't matter, it's all the same. You're going to get a one-shot kill every single time. You might think that this gives the M40A3 a massive advantage over the S-TAC Aggressor based on damage rate, but it actually does not. I know the M40 doesn't get many hit markers, doesn't get any hit markers with the ACOG sight, but the S-TAC Aggressor definitely can hold its own in this category. It has as much damage as the other sniper rifles and as much damage as the M40A3, and it's ridiculously overpowered with the ACOG sight. It just does not have the no hit markers like the M40A3, so it does give it a slight advantage, but it can definitely hold its own in this category. Comparing these two sniper rifles, the S-TAC Aggressor and the M40A3, is very difficult because they have very similar statistics in all categories. This is no different for the aim down sight and the rate of fire categories, which gives the M40A3 the slight advantage in both of these categories. The aim down sight is slightly higher according to the Modern Warfare Remastered game for the M40A3, and the rate of fire is actually quite a big difference between the two. The rate of fire for the S-TAC Aggressor is 65 compared to the rate of fire for the M40A3, which is 57. These stats could be wrong, but the M40A3 has quite a significant advantage in the rate of fire and the aim down sight over the S-TAC Aggressor, which is very noticeable in the gameplay. If you're playing with these on a regular basis, which I have, and I'll show you in this video, I have actually over 3,000 kills with both sniper rifles, so I have had a lot of time playing with these sniper rifles. Considering the S-TAC Aggressor's only been out a couple months and I've already got 3,000 kills with it, shows how much I've played with it, shows how much I've analysed how the sniper rifle plays. So the S-TAC Aggressor actually also has a secret with its reload, or it's not really a secret. You guys, most of you will know, some of you might not know, but it actually has a reload cancel because it has a magazine, and not like the M40A3, which reloads bullets individually one by one and puts them into a chamber, whereas the S-TAC Aggressor has a magazine, so you can press your triangle, double triangle, or double Y depending what console you're on, and it reload cancels. So in the middle of reloading with the magazine, you'll put 7 bullets straight back into your magazine, and you can aim down the sight quicker. So in turn, the reload cancel speeds up the S-TAC Aggressor immensely, so I believe the S-TAC Aggressor would be even in these categories as the M40A3 because of its reload cancel. So these two sniper rifles are pretty even at this stage because of all the secrets and all the different aspects of both sniper rifles, which make them so OP and so powerful. And these is why these two sniper rifles are the best two sniper rifles in Modern Warfare Remastered and at Call of Duty at the moment. The S-TAC Aggressor has a slightly higher recoil than the M40A3, so the M40A3 has an advantage in this category as well. So it is noticeable the S-TAC Aggressor has a higher recoil in the gameplay, and when you're playing with both sniper rifles, you can tell the M40A3 aims down the sight quicker, it has a higher rate of fire, has less recoil, but the magazine does hurt it a little bit. It has the highest damage of the bolt action sniper rifles. It has no hit markers with ACOG. It reloads faster. It's better for feeds and closer combats because you can aim down the sight quicker and you can reload quicker depending how you reload as well. This comes into it as well because you can reload the M40A3 one bullet at a time. You can shoot one bullet, reload back in, and always have 5 in the magazine, which gives it a slight advantage over the S-TAC Aggressor. But as I said, that reload cancel that is available for the S-TAC Aggressor evens out all of these categories as well. The S-TAC Aggressor has a larger magazine. Its damage is equal to the M40A3 without the no hit markers with the ACOG sight, of course, but it can hold its own with the ACOG and without. Its aim down sight is slightly slower, reload slightly slower, although better in my opinion as it has a whole magazine to reload. So when you reload, you just reload once, you're not reloading a few times, whereas like the M40A3, you might not have time to reload a whole magazine, so you have to reload 5 bullets back into the magazine or 1 bullet, and then you shoot that and you have to reload back in again. I prefer the way that reload is for the S-TAC Aggressor because you just reload once and it's quicker and you have the reload cancel as well. And it equalizes with the M40 because of this reload cancel. Overall, I think the M40A3 is slightly better in Modern Warfare Remastered. I think it is a slightly better sniper rifle out of the two, but my personal preference, I prefer playing with the S-TAC Aggressor. It has that intervention MSR feel to it. It plays better in my opinion. The quickscoping's better. I feel like the damage is higher. It's just I don't use an ACOG sight very often, so the no hit marker thing with the ACOG sight for M40A3 has no advantage to me because I don't use the ACOG sight very often. I do use it sometimes, and I have been using it with the S-TAC Aggressor, and I can tell you the ACOG with the S-TAC Aggressor is so easy to use. It is very easy to use. It's probably easier to use the M40A3. It just gets hit markers with it sometimes, but the damage is so high on it, it very rarely does get hit markers with the ACOG sight as well. So if I had to pick one of the snipers out of the two, my personal preference would be the S-TAC Aggressor, but I believe in all these categories, all statistics, I think the M40A3 is still the king of sniping in Modern Warfare Remastered. It is the best sniper, it's a sniper to beat, it's the king of all snipers Modern Warfare Remastered. But depending on what kind of player you are, what kind of sniper you are, each sniper rifle could suit a different player better. I suit the S-TAC Aggressor better, but as I'll show you in this gameplay today, the M40A3 is absolutely dominant, and I can use that sniper rifle as well, and I enjoy playing with it. I don't think you can go wrong with either of these sniper rifles, but to conclude this video, I think the M40A3 is better statistically and overall, but the S-TAC Aggressor can be better for different types of players like myself. So if you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, and as always guys, I'll see you in the next video. Man, I love the slap, I said it all for love all my fans, and I love this girl, she got a heart of